Hey guys, in this video we're going to be covering activity 5.8.2. Our mastery learning objective is I can calculate the probability of independent events by multiplying simple probability. So the first thing is, well, what is an independent event? Independent event is when one event does not affect the other one. So that's what it means to be independent, right? You don't need something else. So when one event does not affect the other event. Alright, so that's what it means to be independent. Some keywords for you to look for. Some keywords would be the word and, so that's a big one. So anytime you see the word and, that means independent. If you see the word replaces, so like you take something out and then you replace it. Or you can also say if you see the word put back. So you took something out, but then you're adding it back into our sample pool. The operation, so when we are solving for these, it kind of gave it away in our mastery learning objective, and I already said multiplying. So our operation here will be multiplication. Alright, so when we find these events that are independent, to figure out our probability, we will need to multiply them. Some other things just to keep in mind, nice thing they have a refresher of is, well, what's a vowel? A vowel are letters, and those are our A, E, I, O, or U. So when I'm asking you for a vowel, those are our vowels. There are 5 vowels. Our constants are all the other letters. Okay, so all the other letters. Alright, it's nice to just have that written down, have a refresher, because when you solve these, if I ask you for a vowel, I do expect you to know what it is. Alright, so now we're going to be doing 2 things at once. So last video was just the probability of one thing occurring. Now we're going to be talking about 2 things happening. So the first thing is read the directions. What we're doing here is we're using the dice. So again, it has 6 sides. And then we're going to spin the spinner that has some letters on it. Alright, so our first question says, well, what is the probability of rolling a 2 and spinning an A? So the first thing I need you to remember is that anytime you see this word and, that means multiplication. Alright, so we're going to be multiplying the outcomes of both of these scenarios. So what is the probability of rolling a 2? Well, I have 1 2 here. So that's going to be, oops, these words. So 1 2 over, what's the total number of sides? 6 total sides. I know I'm going to be multiplying that by the event of spinning an A. So now I'm going to look at this spinner over here, and how many A's do I have? Well, I only have this one right here. So that's going to be 1A. And how many letters do I have? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be my number here. So I'm just going to put this over here. 5 total for my spinner. So this is going to be 5 total letters. Alright, and now we're going to multiply. So if you need to use your calculator, please do so. So if you want to do a fraction, you can press Control Divide, and you can type in 1/6. Oops, it would be nice if I was typing when you typing. Multiply by another fraction. Multiply by another fraction. Come on, calculator. 1 over 5 and doesn't like my double multiplication. So we should get 1 over 30. So 1 over 30. Again, I'm probably not going to be showing you how to multiply the fractions each time. You should remember how to get the fraction. And if you don't remember how to get the fraction, you press the control button and then the division button. And that'll give you a little fraction bar like this. Okay? Alright, so what is the probability of rolling a number greater than 3 and, so we know we're going to be multiplying, spinning a vowel? Alright, so looking at our numbers. So how many numbers are greater than 3? So what does this mean? Greater than 3 is going to be 4, 5, and 6, right? So how many numbers are that? There's 3 numbers over the total of 6 numbers on our dice. We're going to be multiplying, and then now we want to spin a vowel. So remember, a vowel, looking at our spinning wheel here, A is a vowel, E is a vowel. I don't have any I's, any O's, or any U's. So those are the only 2 vowels I have. So 2 vowels all over how many numbers or letters I had there? It was 5 total. Alright, now if you want to multiply fractions by hand, you can also do that if you want to use your calculator. It'll already simplify it for you. So if I did 3 times 2, that would give me 6, and 6 times 5 would give me 30. Now the thing is, when you multiply by hand, you have to make sure you simplify. So you could do one of 2 things. You can check your work and make sure you got that fraction correct, which would be 3 over 6 times 2 over 5, and it would already simplify it for you. So when you click enter, it should give you 1/5, and if you were to divide 6 over 30, you also get 1/5. So either way, by calculator or by hand, just make sure you simplify your fractions always. Alright, number 3, rolling a 5 and spinning a constant. So how many 5s are there on our dice? There's only 1 5 over our 6 total sides. The word and means to multiply. I'm going to keep highlighting it so you guys remember. It means multiply. And now how many are a constant? So a constant are any other letters that are not vowels. So B, C, and D. So B, C, D, that gives me 3 constants. 3 consonants. I think I've been saying consonants this whole time. So 5 total. And when I go ahead and multiply these and simplify, I should get 1 over 10. Again, if you need to pause the video and plug in your calculator, you may do so. Number 4, rolling an even and spinning a C. So rolling an even numbers here are going to be 2, 4, and 6. The word and means multiply. And if we're spinning a C, how many C's do I have on my spinner? I only have 1 C. Right, there's only 1. So in this case, it's going to be 3 evens over 6 total numbers on our dice. And means multiply. How many C's were there? 1 out of 1 C out of 5 total letters. And when I multiply these, I would get 1 over 10. Alright, number 5, rolling an odd number and spinning a vowel. So again, we see that and means we're going to multiply. So how many are odd? Well, that would be 1, 3, and 5. So that's going to be 3 odd out of our 6 total numbers. The word and means multiply. How many are vowels do we have? We only had A and E. Right, so that's going to give me 2 vowels over 5 total. Alright, when I multiply these out, I would get 1/5 as my total answer simplified. Okay, so that brings us to the end of 5.8.2. Again, biggest thing is remembering to read those directions and then have your totals on the side. Right, you know, I put that 5 total here. You could put the fact that this had 6 total outcomes for the dice. And then just read very carefully. And the biggest thing to remember from this video is that and, anytime you see that and, it does mean multiply. All right, good luck, guys.